bebrebe adoye bebrebe eradi waya amaye ebeyi na ye ebedana si amama sayati
ebeyi na ye ebedana si amama sayati papa ni bebrebe adoye bebrebe eradi waya amaye ebeyi na ye ebedana si amama sayati.
Another pay me more good morning. Another pay me chiao where we ready Yesu Christo edimo. Yada utumfo nyankopon ase. Se ode ene adomino mieno. Na ayene pe. Na anopai yada so atiase. Enenso ayada fufuro. Tebia eni di nyankopon oye. Na menim se enenso obeye niam afufuro ewo yembremu. Anapai ehimfa ena wutie me. Obi asori ekoni njuma so. Obi ti ehyimu amene wo kasai. Obi nante efom. De wo ko school. De wo ko didwa. Yenyina ye boabo ye ho akoye biribi enanopai. So ade atia bia ene wunsem bebrebe no pay me wo ha se me ne wo bedi nkomo kakra bi na me ne me se ye nkomo ne nkwa wie no nya me babia wo tie me ebenya biribi afremo. Hey, good morning Jesus Christ in here. Facebook, hey, good morning Jesus Christ. YouTube, hey, good morning Jesus Christ. Samsung Instagram, a good morning _ Jesus Christ. Now what you move me no washin komo bi asia ye die. And then so you better waso. Mr. Baby, I will be a sutrase na ye mompire. Paudini afa. Fitiasie any ewe nyankopon enewo. Obra wonsem na krenyina efri. Nano pay. Na me ensem yiso. Ebe tu yemfo. Na me ensem yiso. Ebe kasa kyerɛ ye. Ensem yi emre wiye. Na wada ho adi ede kyerɛ ye. Adomunente. Amen. Why ene wo kudu oni mo? Who is in the boat? Na what you mu mini we din komo bi. Atiasi ehunu se enkofo bi de womani akyere Tarsus wabra na wo bia na enye ho ana wo kyere no nso abafuru bie ana enkofo bi nso ekonsuo bi agya wabra wo munyina ewo adwene kromo omo nyina ede adwene kro ena ekọ na nso eniema bi esi ewo kwanso ada no no me ma wote ase se ebre ena kyere te yegino atena yenkodo ne mu no ebre ena bedan niema ede te kyero no ma yete ase se in the book of Jonah chapter 1 wabra Jonah eko fro Tarsus ehyepo no Bible say omo hyase se omo ko they started to depart for their journey. The ship was heading towards Tarsus, but the motive and the purpose of Jonah was not to go to Tarsus, but was to escape from the plans of God. In the boat of Jesus Christ, the Bible said that the disciples and Christ came into an agreement that they want to get to the other side of the river. So they were all in that same purpose. they were all in that same motive, that they were moving to the other side of the river. That's woman nam kwanso omokono. Bible say all of a sudden ehum kesiye bi etoye. Ehum kesiye bi tuya. Nana so che no ano tene. Ebonsuo e de bakodo ni mu. A ensuo ni mpo no ebe senke kodo no. All of a sudden. Me say ehum no etuye no. Emframa na eboye no. E makodo ne wo so ye. Emframa na eboye no. Na ebonsuo de bakodo ni mu. A ensuo no ebe senke kodo no. Obi nim baby free by. Obi nim baby emframa ni free by. Was it all of a sudden a great wind? It just a chassis say a bo e wo kodo ni so. Afei wana etekodo ni mu won yam ehhehye wo mo. All of a sudden in the ship of Jonah, the Bible says, and the Lord caused a great wind, a powerful wind over the sea, causing a violent storm that threatened to break the ship down. And the Lord caused. So the people in the ship of Jonah, no, Bible said they started to call their deity. Dina a ship. Wana a woman in Yinan will be a winning yammy. I was summoned. A ship. Wana a woman in Yina will be a one idea what they born a buying. The miners and anasses hills no. Almost as yes they consult their goals. It will be a vampire, and so still na enframani mu aye dene. Will be a yet ya warrior, and so still na enframani mu aye dene. Wo mo ka se ene yento ye niema ni bingu efri se e bia na ye ship yimpo emu eduru. Esan se ye ship ni mu odunu ni nteno e bia na eno nti na amani entimi nyina epone so ye. Amani boko bonkum na abo abanifa. Enti wo mo hyase se wo mo to niema e wo ship ni mu gu. There was one wind, it came a sudden, and there was another wind that was caused by God. In the ship of Jonah, the wind that came, it was caused by God. Onu nyankopon onu ne temi command emframa e command ensuo. Oma Jonah e koy wana e ship ni mu nyina wo ma wo koy ana wo koso mframa no ne mframa no emu ye duru na afei ama asoche na aye dene wana etemu ni nyina nte ase wana omo ship no Jonah abafuru bi no ente ase na wo mu nyina nso hya ase se omo frɛ wo mu nyame. All of a sudden, in the ship, in the boat of Jesus, the wind that was blowing came all of a sudden. So the people in that boat, they could not understand the waves at that time. Na ya wo wona a posokofo e wo boat ni bi Jesus de no. So they know the experience they have gone through on the sea. But what that was happening was far beyond their control. Was far beyond what they have seen before. If you say now Peter at a movie, Peter a posukoni, or you will be a bo a juma anajo a weapon so. Tim frama bo a posua wate. Say be koso e bo posua Peter wunu. Na so frama we ya e bone de. Say na adone tene. Peter experience entimi nya biribia bio. Peter di woni mu nyina entimi nya hwe na emframa no ano ye tene. Say there comes a time in our life where sometimes we know the challenges that are coming, they comes all of a sudden. Because I've told you, say, the boat that Jesus was in, the wind came, the storm came. They catch them in say, even if we are having Jesus in our boat, there comes problems, there comes challenges, there comes difficulties, there comes a certain times in our life when we start to question God about what we are going through, because there are things they happen all of a sudden, or the temptations comes, persecution comes. Jesus is in the boat. In the ship of Jonah, the people started to consult their gods for the answer of what they are going through. So in their own experience, they said to themselves, say, it's because maybe our ship is heavy. That is why we are not getting stability on this sea. So let us to cast down our things so that the machine will be light. They have started casting out their things, thinking say that will make their machine to be light. They have started to remove certain things in their life, thinking say those are the things that will help them to come down when the wind is blowing. The people just started to cast away their things, precious things. If we say you wouldn't say, and from an dinty, we need to make solutions to what we are going through. We are seeking for solution from nowhere, from our own mindset, from our own way of living. They know Omasha see a pony money bego. Omu yinema a free shephonimu eguponimu. Along the way, I don't know what you are going through, and I don't know who is in the boat, but I am telling you, say, no matter the person in the boat, there comes a certain wind, and if you don't know the cause of that wind, that is when you start to throw your things away. There are people, they are throwing their treasures away because of what they are going through. They are seeking for solutions because of what they are going through. They are doing all sorts of things to get a solve idea. You need to see the Yakumanano. The Ayedene. Messini Pabi Eka to Monipa Egu. Omunya Hunu Dientia and Framanebo. Omunya Hunu Dientia and Yoman Acisa. The Afi Wakatch and Hosem. I said, me told me who you mean. Na me timi bi ebe si adikuru yi ano. In the boat of Jesus, the disciples realized, said this storm is too much. In the boat of Jesus, the disciples, even though they were shaking, they were afraid, did not start to throw anything away. But in the ship of Jonah, the people started to cast out the things that were in the ship. When you understand, say you are with somebody that is Jesus in your boat, you will never stick to run for solution from somewhere. Because you know that you are walking with Jesus. The disciples knew, say, Jesus is in the boat. Although it is the waves are very high, although things are not going the way they were expecting, although their experience tells them that this one is more than what they can do, they did not start to throw anything away. The people in the ship of Jonah, they started to lay off. They started to lay off things, thinking said that will lighten up the ship. They start to lay off things, thinking said that will lighten. But still, the storm is a yejuma. Storm on it that's so yejuma. The sailors did not know who was in the boat or who was in the ship, but the disciples knew who was in their boat. Do you know who is in the boat? Do you know them? Those that we are working with, do we know them? Can we trust them in times of difficulties? Can we lean on them in times of trouble? Can we lean on them in times of challenges? The disciples, in the midst of the storm, the sailors, they were casting out their things. Afi omo ha. Oma tonia mani nyinago. Nenso enioma ni tuntwa. Mami, se ensem bi toye. Enioma bi ba. Aya ye ntoye bo wate. Ema ye mpere ye ho ento niema ehia ye ne ntwene. Ene sa. By the time I hunu se ya di way ns ha me no na ya to niema pa bi ego. They did not know the cause of what they were going through. They did not know the cause, so they started to throw the things that were important for them away, thinking say those things will make their ship light. But the disciples of Jesus saw the wave and the wind. They knew, said, no, this is too much. They knew, said, no, this is a burden that we cannot carry. They knew, said, no, this is what we has been challenging us. Amen. Tobo wate. Am I empering you? Am I empering you? And cookie can someone. A tireno, even New Year. Am I empering you? Am I young Koyan Niama? A tireno, even New Year. Am I empering you? Our braboimo. Am I young two and a more beer? A tireno, even New Year. Am I empering you? Am I young cook fat and Niama be? And to your also thinking, say, they not gonna say this may be the cause, but it will not be the soul. They won't go for what they have done things. They were thinking it was the cause of what they are going through. They won't go for what they saw some the yare. No one say I deal with our cost yare, and so much shame when the Sadiko Diano. Naya de Fufro. And then I pay them and they catch that one. In the midst of our challenges, in the midst of our difficulties, take time. Nantoboasia. Say ye koniema bimuna Jeremiah Nantoboasia. Empire hon wate. Abrabo enyempire hon. Nantoboasia. Na jedi wonne ne tekodi onimu no. Edi. Say wonnimu de wonne ne tekodi onimu a. Ompere hon ento niema engo. Ompere hon entie de nipa bi ka. And seek advice of people, and later na afi niema nyina ajiego. And I no pay. The sailors has started to cast away their things, thinking say it will lighten up the ship. The disciples has realized say what they are going through no is not normal. Who is in the boat? Na onye okese domu nyame no wonte nanim enkyerɛw na ombi adomu pono emfama na me yadom a mesane wahia. Good morning Jesus Christ. Makrao. Bye.